want to be able to do these things sitting down, but at the moment I feel like I need to be like moving or stretching or like having the energy flow through my body in order for this not to be like contracted and like so yeah, I'm stretching right now, working on my pancake. uh, and yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about anxiety and about like the need for it, because I'm very kind of internally conflicted on the need for anxiety. Like on one side, like I like the kind of pressure and like second guessing it gives me. Like it causes me to do double checks. Like I think it causes me to be like a more caring, like honest, like kind of nice person. Uh, and like I like that. uh, but at the same time, it's just like sometimes the anxiety is like quite high, and it's just like how useful is this? Like, is this actually serving anything? Uh, so yeah, I guess like this is just like a general thing that's been happening for me because like my nervous system's been coming more online. I've been unmasking my autism. uh, I've been thawing out my parasympathetic system and all this kind of like pent up frozen fight flight energy that I had, like just like clenched in my nervous system from a really young age. uh, and so all that's really good, all that's really like I like it. Uh, it's a little intense though. Yeah. Uh, it's like, how do I describe it? It's like feeling a lot more volume on feelings. So like all of these feelings were accessible and available to me before, and now they're like bigger and like more intense and like louder and just like more embodied. Like I feel them through more surface area in my physical body. And it's like, it's challenging at times because it's basically feeling like, okay, I have been around for a few decades now, and I've experienced a lot. And this is like, it's like a drug trip, it's like a psychedelic trip, it's like kind of going from one state of perceiving reality to all of these new states of perceiving reality and like feeling stuff in my body, uh, and sometimes feeling things that are quite unsettling. It's just like learning to develop this curiosity around feelings like anxiety. It's just like, can I be curious about it? Can I want to engage with it? Does it feel nice? Uh, so yeah, it's like this. It's like kind of slowing down and just like taking a moment and being like, okay, what actually feels good in the moment? uh, what actually feels coherent? What actually feels in alignment? What actually feels honest? Uh, and there's a lot of calibrating going on in my nervous system, and in some ways it's quite nice and slow and gentle. Like I feel like I'm in a very fortunate situation right now. I get to live with my parents and my little brother, and living in a city that has a bunch of other people who are building stuff like me, and you know have some friends around, and all that's really nice. Uh, it's also kind of stressful because I'm just like finding out I'm autistic in my 30s and getting a divorce, and taking some time off of work to mostly just work on my nervous system and like be like, okay, you know let me actually decompress from decades of masking my autism and masking my anxiety and kind of practicing this like way of being in the world that was like kind of inauthentic to actually being me. And as I tune in more to actually being me and like allowing that energy to flow through me, uh, yeah, there's like so much anxiety. There's so many parts of me where it's just like, is this okay? Is this safe? Like, what is this feeling right now? Like, I'm feeling something. Something's going on. Something's occurring in my body right now. I feel energy in my chest. I feel energy in my face. I feel energy in my back. I just feel like, you know, different things moving and loosening and tightening and, you know, getting warm and getting cold. And it never used to be this intense for me. Like I literally had a moment like I did hyperbaric oxygen therapy when I learned I was autistic, and you know, the very first one, I just had like all of this sensation in my body. It was just like, you know, my body was just like lighting up with information. And I imagine that was kind of me kind of coming out of a long freeze state, like a long state where my nervous system was just so contracted because it was uncomfortable in the world and it didn't trust the world. Uh, and so it was in this kind of like dorsal vagal shutdown state. Uh, and basically, it took a while for me to kind of re-regulate my nervous system and like have more time in this like more embodied, more calm, less stressed out, less fight or flight place. So, you know, now here I am, and uh, I'm kind of like learning to like ride and surf the waves of my kind of somatic experience, of my emotional experience, of my bodily experience. And I'm kind of coming up with this question, or coming up against this question of how important is anxiety? Really? It was just like, oh, my ex is calling. Let me stop and resume this later.